I hate to say this to you, you might not like this. This may be painful for you to hear, but if you are struggling with getting your teams, your volunteers, your leaders behind you, it might be that you as the leader are the problem. I'm currently involved in two organizations that I care passionately about. Each one has significant workplace cultural issues, and it's obvious to the leaders that their organizations have problems and are not functioning the way they should, the way they want them to. And they are completely clueless about how to fix it. They're clueless about why it's happening. This is not even the worst part. They do not understand that they are the problem and that it is 100% in their power to control and fix the problem. In both cases, the fundamental problem is that the people who are being led do not have a real and serious commitment to the organization. And that is strictly because leaders have given them few, if any, reasons to be committed. In one cases, it's volunteers, and the volunteers are only committed because of a sense of obligation or maybe some guilt. On the other organization, they're only committed because they've got a paycheck, and that's not a good enough reason. That doesn't get people moving in the right direction. This drives me crazy. This all drives me crazy, actually, because you can't talk to these leaders about it. They don't want to hear it. They've just decided that it is not their problem. Rather, it is the fault of the people they lead. And this is dumb thinking because people are pretty much just the same. They actually think, though, if they had a better group of people that they were leading, that it would be better. This is not true. If they had great people they were leading, they'd turn them into bad people. So ask yourself these 10 questions about how you interact with your team. When I initially put this together, I was going to create sort of a scorecard, but honestly, you don't need that. If you're willing to be introspective and honest with yourself, you will know whether or not you are hitting the missing mark as you ask yourself these questions. So here they are. Number one, how often do you thank your team members in public? Number two, how often do you talk about how your team members are part of something big and special and world changing? Number three, can you actually articulate what makes your organization or your part of the organization special and unique and world changing? Number four, how often do you simply sit with people you lead and ask them, how are you doing today? And then pay attention to the answer and affirm it if it's positive or help if they are struggling. Number five, how often do you do this with the people on your team that you like the least? Number six, how often do you take the time to ask a team member to actually teach you something? Number seven, how do your team members know when they are doing a good job? Number eight, when someone makes a mistake, how do you handle it? Number nine, how often do you say to your team, I'm sorry? Number 10, how often do you actually say to them, just go do it? You don't need to ask permission and actually mean that that's true, even if things don't turn out exactly right. If you're thinking that's not me exactly on any of the 10, don't beat yourself up about it. It just tells you that you have some easy wins, some low-hanging fruit right at your fingertips. You can download this list if you'd like.